Oh damn. Today I'm gonna show you how I practice in winter when it's really cold outside. I've been doing this since 2018 or 17, some of those. It gets pretty boring after a while because it's so gray, but let's have a look how I practice. This is my max distance. Yeah, I won't always succeed. So I always start with putting. I do like half an hour to an hour and then I start throwing. I once heard that it is better to start with putting than throwing because your muscles aren't exhausted and yeah, something like that. I'm not sure, but I trust that information. Okay, so I have 5 discs here. We're gonna give away as many as I make from like 20 meters or so. So let's see how it plays out. Push no. Oh my goodness. I kind of had to think about my own AVRs. I don't want to give too many away. So I think 2 is a pretty good number. I think most of the professionals use 2 putters in their competition bag. So 2 in our giveaway. After I putted like half an hour, I come here and start throwing the disc. This gets really boring during the winter and especially in the spring. But right now in the autumn, I think it's quite funny to throw in these warm conditions. So today I have a goal. I have a goal to make goals in the floorball goal. I do always repeat these words. Yeah, so that is my goal, is to make goals. I often get asked, what tape do I use and why do I use tape on my fingers? So for my Finnish viewers, I use Kinesio tape. That was like half and half. I use it because I throw so much my fingers get those blisters or something. And it protects my fingers. Also, people ask about my grip. So in mid-ranges and putters, I use this kind of modified power grip, where it's almost like power grip, but my middle finger is straight out. And in distance drivers, I just use power grip. I feel the most comfortable with those. So yeah, comfortable is the key to success. Let's talk about angles. So obviously you can throw in hyzer and flat. And for myself, I change the angle with my body. So in hyzer, I lean over a bit, like everyone. But one of the most common mistakes I see is when people reach back and pull, disc's angle is changing. When you throw in hyzer, in my opinion, the disc has to be in hyzer all the way during the reach back and the pull and the throwing motion. So it cannot be in anhyzer, and then when I start to pull, it changes in a hyzer. So for myself, I keep it in hyzer when I'm throwing hyzer, and anhyzer when I'm throwing anhyzer. Thank you. So now I'll draw an anhyzer. Kinda sad this is so short distance to throw, but I guess you can see the point. Okay, so you can throw the disc in hyzer and anhyzer, but also nose up and nose down. It's a simple thing, but it makes a really big difference in the finishing of the disc. So when I throw in hyzer, I can throw it nose up and nose down, and in anhyzer the same applies. So when I throw it nose up, the disc wants to go left and slow its speed, so it finishes more left and earlier. And when I throw it nose down, it wants to push straight and longer distance. And now I throw nose up. So it's much slower in the forward push, and it fades much harder to the left. Finish isn't like straight, but it goes like, yes, left, good left, much left. Nice bison. Talking about the reach back. So if we're throwing hyzer, flat anhyzer, the reach back has to match the angle of the throw. So if you're throwing flat and your arm goes up, the disc is finishing up. It gets the wobble and the spin of the disc is not in plane with the disc. So it gets the effect. So now I try to throw flat and focus on my reach back. When your arm is lined up with the disc and the follow through is lined up with the angle you want to throw in, there shouldn't be any wobble in the disc. And this is crucial, especially throwing in the headwind, because if your disc starts to wobble in the headwind, it won't fly like it should. So especially in the headwind, you should focus on this. When you throw in anhyzer and want the disc to flex fast, you should throw it nose up, because it slows it down and naturally the disc wants to fade when it slows down. I'm gonna show you how great I am. So it gets like this fluffy motion, moving side to side and not forward at all. Okay, so there you go, a little insight of my practice routine and how I practice in the winter. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel. It's the red button below the video. The giveaway winner will be announced in Instagram, either my Kuoksa or Droppari. We're kind of doing this thing together. Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching the video and see you next time.